What's up, guys? This is Warpath93 back with a quick spoiler review of Scream 6. So, I posted my Scream 6 review yesterday. It was a non spoiler one, but here we go. So, the killers were actually, matter of fact, let me go back and say spoiler freaking review. Spoiler review, okay? It's spoilers right now. I'm gonna let you know. Spoiler. Spoilers. Alright. So, in this movie, the killers were Ethan, Detective Bailey, and Chloe. Now, from what I'm going off of what I was saying last night, if you go back to Scream 2 was all about revenge, and then they had other killers. There was two killers, but the main killer's perspective, even though she had one kill, was about revenge. Mickey, he was all about, just getting fame and trying to get away with the murders and everything. He actually gets caught and all that. Oops, it wasn't going to work. So that's obviously why he died. Now, in this movie, they emphasized on it and they actually delivered a lot more. And I feel like they did what Wes Craven wanted to do with Scream 2. I know he didn't want to kill off Randy in Scream 2, and I thank the Lord that they didn't kill off the twins, because the twins are like, we need a Randy in that franchise. We needed Randy in the Scream 3, but we got a cameo, which was still great. Kirby was an excellent, stand in for that, and now we have like two Randys, but now one is a official like FBI agent, and then we have our classic Randy, who is blood ties to Randy, which is his niece, and then you has his nephew, who's kind of like the new love interest, but he's also like the new Dewey of the group. He's protective of everyone, so I love that. Sam and Tara, I feel like those are like the don't fuck with sisters. Like, um, you've seen a little bit of a kill streak at the end of the first. Well, I'm not gonna say the first reboot. So Scream 5 last year that came out. You've seen Tara come back and shoot her best friend in the head. But this time she was taking punches. She knew what to do. Like, before she even got stabbed, and like the later parts of the film, she was already elbowing Ghostface and like hitting him with the Krav Maga, like get off me, trick, and then like shoving this dude down, like she knew what to do. She was ready. She was prepared, and I like that. Sam, like, she was getting cut up and everything, but her superpower is her dad. So it's like Billy is the bad guy and ultimately the reason behind everything. Not necessarily, because if you want to get technical, he was just the ones. Billy and Stu are the ones who actually started the murders, but what actually orchestrated the whole events, tying back to the old original one, was Roman Bridger, because of Scream 3, Sydney's half brother, older half brother. So that's how that whole Scream franchise began. So technically, it wasn't Stu and Billy who created the franchise, it was already Roman who created it. But back to this. Movie's fucking great. Like, Sam and Tara, they're like the twins that you don't. Well, they're not even twins. They're sisters. Those are the sisters you don't fuck with. I'm glad Kirby survived. She got her hits in. Yes, they were brutal. Freaking Gail Weathers, like, that was a dope. Like, that was a dope chase scene. Gail, like, she held her own. Like, she wasn't no chump. She wasn't like, she took a stab and directly in like the clavicle of her shoulder, and then like, excuse me, like, not even clavicle, that's like the collarbone, and then she got the stab directly in the thigh, and then right after, like, Ghostface was trying to like stab her again in the leg, and she did like some Mortal Kombat like side swipe move around the pillar, and then had Ghostface, like, coming after her. But like, that was a slick move that Ghostface did, because she whooped your ass, dog. She whooped your ass, and she was still fucked up. She whooped your ass, B. It was a bitch move with that glass. It was a bitch move, but guess what? Guess what? She still got you. I don't care. She won that one, and she was like, "Yeah, and you ain't get me, you ain't get me." But how should I say? I did not. I thought the boyfriend, honestly, I thought he he was gonna be one of the siblings, but he was he was a stand up dude. I'm like, he's the only dude whose story checked out the most. He already lived in New York. He was already doing his thing. He respected what the team said. Like, he wasn't trying to be adamant. Like, this dude showed up with backup. Like, when everything came through, he was like, "Yeah, I'm definitely ain't the killer." Like, cause I was mad at Scream 2 when they killed off Derek. Like, Derek could have had, like, I understood what they had to do, but Derek could have had more time. Like, I, I'm a Jerry O'Connell fan, so I'm gonna keep it real. Derek could have had more time with Sydney. I'm glad that Sydney is with Detective Mark Kincaid from Scream 3, and that's another thing. Sydney was not in here, but she's not dead. Gail's not dead, so the main two from the original films are not dead. Okay, so I think Scream 7, they're gonna do something bananas because this film was already bananas. So I think the next one is gonna be explosive. Like, they're gonna do some like Avengers level, like Endgame type crap. I'm not gonna say they're gonna go back in time and do crap like that, but I mean, like, as the scope and the broadness, I feel like now what we got with the whole revenge story, and we had like three actual Ghostface in this film. I feel like we can get a film where we get a cult of Ghostface. Like, I wouldn't be surprised because, one, we seen Stu, but we didn't see him fully die. I know he got stabbed a few times and he felt like he was bleeding out, and then he got blunt force trauma to the head and sort of kind of electrocuted. But we never seen him, like, come back for his final scare. You know, Billy came back for a final scare after he got stabbed, shot. So I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised if Stu is like not the one killing. I feel like it would be cool if he has someone orchestrating it, or if he's legit just running a cult of Ghostface. That'd honestly be cool. Like, the next Scream film, I want to see something new. I want to see something that's never been done before. Like, the fact that they're using like social media and the new technologies and phone is dope, but I want to see some kills were excellent, but I want to see some more new creative stuff. Like, I actually want to see a decapitation in a Scream film, not just a fridge person already dead in a refrigerator and their heads decapitated. Like, I want to see some, like, the gores and stuff was great, but I want to see some off the wall shit, like with a shotgun. That was dope. But the only thing I would say about the shotgun, they should have shown the dude's head actually being like exposed or something as the shotgun blast went, because that would have been like wow factor. But overall, those are my only gripes. The story is great. That joke that they said about the black dude, I took offense, but it wasn't about him being black. It was the fact that he was like, Ghostface was like, all them muscles for nothing, and then Gail tuned in and was like, yeah, it was pretty much for nothing. But I don't care. I don't care. Somebody need to learn some fight moves. Somebody need a prison friend in the Scream franchise. Like, why is, like, I get it. I get it. Y'all going for Blade, like, clearly they should have put together in the Scream, like, early in the film, that somebody in the actual friend group was a murderer, because when you notice the knives were gone out of your apartment that you live in, so all the knives are gone, I would have grabbed a rolling pin, I would have grabbed a frying pan, yo, I would have grabbed some hot sauce, because, yo, those are mesh eyes. Let's go. What? Get a hard salami, hit that motherfucker in the face. Come on, you gotta improvise, okay? You in New York. Use some Krav Maga. Use some what is it called? That parkour crap. Imagine a Ghostface scene where you running away and you got a parkour scene. Like, Ghostface is still doing the Ghostface crap, but you yourself is doing a parkour chase away. But that's besides the point. Let me get off that. At the end of the day, Scream 6 was amazing. I hope they do more. I am an actor, so hopefully one day I do get to be in a Scream film. But I don't see the Scream franchise ever stopping. Like, the current rate that they are right now, I don't see them stopping. Not at all, whatsoever. So, peace, my fellow Warpacks. This is Warpath 93 tuning out. I am going to chill out for the rest of the night, probably watch some other films or movies and get my reviews going. So,